Lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
It's a battle for the ages, folks. Tale as old as time, red versus blue. High Tide on the Red Alliance running their multi-coral auto 3501. Wiggling around at the loading station. Almost got a last one up there. Over on blue, Mubotics removing that algae from the coral reef. Once again, killing the reef. We recommend you keep the algae on coral reefs in real life. They need it to survive. Autonomous mode ends. We're pretty close in score. 64, 76, 69, nice 76. It's looking real close between these red and blue alliances in the first quarter of the match. High Tide taking control of the Red Alliance. They're making sure they get the ranking point for the coral reef. 3501 aligning, getting a coral up high for red. They're working hard for that Fabwork sponsorship. 2073 Eagle Force, they've got a coral in possession, doing the exact same thing, a little misaligned, but they've got it for red. Mubotics and CPR on Blue Alliance, partner with 971. Spartans are removing an algae. They're going to go put it up in the blue barge. That Cedar Park robotics machine is a menace on the field, controlling that Blue Alliance reef with their partners Mubotics. Less than a minute remaining in the match, 140 to 165. Blue Alliance is just counting and counting and counting that score. We're seeing a more full reef on the Red Alliance, but Blue Alliance has so much control over the algae that they're taking a 50-point commanding lead. Red Alliance at this point is playing for ranking points. They're trying to walk away with 3 and hope for the best. Spartan Robotics scoring another on L2. And now we're lining up for the end game. High Tide putting a ball up for the Red Alliance. And going to go climb with 5 seconds remaining. They are up for red, 3501, going for the park, making sure not to touch their partners, and it looks like we'll be good. Scores are up. It's going to go to the Blue Alliance. 231 to 208. But Red Alliance, rest assured, walking away with 3 ranking points, the maximum they can get. So let's hand it over to RoboSports Network for some in-depth analysis.
All right. Welcome back to the desk, Francis and Sarah. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Glad to be back. So what happened in that match? Can you walk us through it?
Yeah, looking at that match, that was a tough one for Red, walking away with the loss. But I think it was a great opportunity for the 3 of those teams to really show what they're capable of. You know, I think you look at a team like 4414 who has an incredibly high ceiling. They've had a really, really tough match schedule, but they're going out there and they were executing, and you could see them consistently putting up game piece after game piece after game piece. And it was, when you're at this point in the competition, it's really important to show off those skills and those consistencies because you'll get picked up pretty quick. On the Blue Alliance, we saw them walking away with the win. 971 had some interesting stuff. Francis,
yeah, I was going to say 971 there. They had the forethought to go to the other side of the field, pick up Red Alliance's algae on their side, score on the opposite side of the barge, and steal those 2 algae. And we can see here from the net algae breakdown, they had a huge lead on those algae game pieces, which obviously contributed to their win. But we'll see that come more into play certainly during eliminations, or excuse me, playoffs, where stealing algae, like we saw in Einstein and at division playoffs, became a really big part of a winning strategy for a top-tier alliance.
Yep.
For sure, we also see the Blue Alliance almost getting a full reef there
Yeah.
as well with our little donut chart. Let's look ahead to match number 61. We have a lot of great teams in this upcoming match. Of note, 2910 playing. They're playing 3 times today, so I'm sure they're going to be looking to make a move there in the rankings.
Yeah, an interesting thing with the schedule is you never really know how front-loaded or back-loaded it's going to be. For 2910 coming in, they're going to play, I'm guessing a lot of matches today,
Yeah.
right? So coming in and having 3 qualification matches, it's really tough to determine where you're going to end up in the standings, right? So this will be an important match. The last 2 will be important, and we'll see what they can do.
Great. All right, let's send it down to the field. Get ready for qualification 61.